2, 1, it's showtime.
Sherri Shepherd.
What a day, John Murray.
It's a great Monday. We're live. You didn't twirl today. You threw me for a loop, but you're looking good in your red shoes, I see.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't twirl today because I'm so sore. Like, I walked out the door, every bone in my body is aching. I went to the gym this morning, but this weekend, a couple weeks ago, I had told y'all I tried Pilates because Instagram and TikTok have convinced me that if I don't go to Pilates, all my muscles are gonna melt and I'm gonna shrink down to 4'9". That's what they have said. And so the Pilates instructor and the reformer machine, it literally just about killed me. But I'm not a quitter, so I went back yesterday.
Oh.
I went back yesterday to my Pilates class, and guess what? I am very much convinced that the lady is still trying to kill me. And here's the thing, so I went back, and it was such trepidation. And she said, Sherri, I know I threw a lot at you the last time you were here. She said, I'm trying to get to know you, so if I'm talking too much, just tell me to shut up. And I said, shut up. That's what I did. And I think I might have said it too aggressively because it kind of threw her. But please do not tell me to tell you to shut up because I'm going to use it. Especially when you're inflicting so much pain on me and it's being uncomfortable. And the whole hour, I literally was like, shut up, shut up, shut up. But what I'm finding out is that Pilates is not only for you to like be elongated and lengthen your body, it helps you stand up straight, but it's also like little things like, you know, when we look down and we get that little hump on the back of our neck, it helps prevent that and it helps, you know, get it straightened. And, you know, when you're at the gym and you're lifting heavy weights, which I do, that will strengthen a certain portion of your body. Like if you're lifting, it'll strengthen your thighs if you're doing stuff for your thighs. But what Pilates does is it uses really your stomach muscles and your back muscles to do everything, which helps your balance so that you don't fall. And anybody who knows me, I fall all the time. I will be standing up looking for something to wear and fall, literally, because my ankles are like, bitch, we can't take it no more. I fall. So this machine, also I found out in Pilates, she told me, she said the machine opens up your hip muscles. So as we get older, your hip muscles tighten up. And she said, you're not gonna be able to have good sex if you don't open up your hip muscles. So I started pushing harder. I upped the resistance. I sure did. Tell me. And then, and so that's the one time I didn't tell her to shut up. I was like, what else I gotta do? I gotta move my legs, I gotta do this, anything to loosen up the hips. And she said, because it gets painful having sex, Pilates helps that. And she said, if your knees are hurting, she said, Sherri, if your knees are hurting, I can give you knee pads because 85% of people use our knees. And I said, well, give me the knee pads. I said, if you think I need it, give it to me. Don't pose everything as a question. Are you hurting? Bitch, yes, I'm hurting. I am hurting. Just assume everything you want to question me about, assume I am. Just assume. But you know what? As much as I was uncomfortable and I breathed more hard going to Pilates than I do at the gym. And I'm not a quitter, so I will go back next Sunday and I'm gonna let you know how this thing is working out. I gotta change my words. I hate Pilates, but I'm going back. I will work on changing my words in a couple years, but right now, oh my gosh, well, I gotta tell y'all, some people cannot take a joke. Last night, Netflix aired a live roast of Tom Brady. I don't know if you saw it. For the most part, I liked it. Tom was a good sport until comedian Jeff Ross made fun of New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft. Now, if you don't know about Robert Kraft's scandal, he was accused of paying for sex at a Florida massage parlor. Now, he was cleared of all charges. But when Jeff made that joke, Tom stood up and whispered for him not to do it again. And the comment was picked up on a hot mic. Take a look.
That scrawny rookie famously walked into the owner Robert Kraft's office and said, "I'm the best decision your organization has ever made." Would you like a massage? I love Robert Kraft.
Again.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, first of all, I'm a comedian. I have participated in many roasts, but I've never in the history of roasts heard somebody tell someone not to say something. Because the thing is when you sign up for a roast, you sign up to be talked about. When you sign up to go and attend a roast, comics are gonna, if you are a guest and you're looking at it, they're gonna find things about you to talk about. That right there, as he was saying it, when I found out about the whole massage thing, I said that's every comic's dream to be able to talk about this. If you don't want something talked about, you gotta share that beforehand. That's gotta be in the contract that they can only have certain parameters. But this is why I will never have anybody do a roast about me, because I know what a roast entails. Look, I'm a comic. Offensive stuff makes me laugh. I can take all the fun stuff. You can talk about my ex-husbands. You can talk about my breasts on, cutting off, everything you want. But if you go deeper about that, and like you say something about my son, I will get up and fight you, okay? There's some stuff I don't joke about. And so Jeff Ross is the king of roasting, okay? He's so sweet and I love him, but nothing is too far for Jeff because he goes and he grabs all of that stuff and makes fun of it. But here's the thing. They talked about Giselle. They talked about the deflated footballs. They talked about Tom's ex-girlfriends, but he drew the line at Robert Kraft and their whole massage thing. So that made me think, well, what else Robert Kraft been doing? Because I'm like, he did that thing. He was like, it was that slow burn when he got on Jeff. But then Tom Brady himself roasted Kim Kardashian, and I thought he went too far. Take a look.
Kim Kardashian, thank you so much for being here. I know Kim was terrified to be here tonight. Not because of this, but because her kids are home with their dad.
And you got the nerve to get up and tell Jeff Ross not to say something, Tom Brady? And let me tell you something. I pretty much feel Kim Kardashian can handle anything that comes her way. But that was like a low blow about the kids. You know, like leave the kids out of it. And she had to smile through all those jokes about her. If I was Kim Kardashian, I would have stayed away from anything roast. I'd have stayed away from a pot roast if I was Kim. Like, she had to sit there and have a cute face the entire time, and she was in the front row. They talked about the girl's sex history, how many men she been with, the kids. I'm like, it's too much. And by the way, again, I think Kim Kardashian can handle herself. They may have talked about men you've been with, but baby, you got 4 kids by 1 man. Like, give her some credit. But it was men that were doing it. Like, I would have done something completely different because I'm a mother and very sensitive about that. But I feel like, Tom, if you can dish it out, you should be able to take it too. Don't get on all the other people, and then you get all upset. The roast. I can't wait. Tiffany Haddish, she is out to get anybody who leaves a negative comment on her page. So Tiffany told the Los Angeles Times that she's been receiving the meanest comments on social media lately. So she created a fake Instagram account named Sarah, and she used it to destroy her trolls. But Tiffany took it even further because she hired a forensic analyst to investigate her haters. For the small price of $1.99, she gets their credit reports and police records. Then she looks up their numbers and she calls them on the phone to confront them. And so I feel it's kind of okay. It does feel good to hear somebody stutter and stammer after they done talk major crap about you. I'm not gonna lie, that feels good because you get them on their phone and you tell them who you are. They're like, oh, come on, you read all that? Yeah, bitch, I read the whole thing that you wrote. Yes, I did. What you got to say now? And they always, literally, people who write stuff that is, I've met people who've written bad things about me. And this is the thing, when you're sitting in front of your computer in your little dark room and you write stuff, it's all good till you actually meet that person. And I have met people who said stuff and they'll be like, oh, you Sherri, you know I was kidding. You know I didn't mean none of that. Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture? So every once in a while, I feel like you got to do something like that. I applaud Tiffany for that because it just makes you, it makes you smile. It makes you smile. But I'm sitting here going, first of all, it says she got it from a forensic analyst. He got the credit reports and I almost said prison records. What, the credit reports and the what?
Criminal background.
And the background check. But what investigator is charging $1.99? I want to know what kind of results are you getting for $1.99? Because I pay $39.99 a month for that service that looks up every man I ever dated or wanted to date. That's $39.99. I feel like I'm getting cheated. So, but I will say, don't waste your time, Tiffany, doing stuff like this all the time because there's too many great things that God put you here to do. And when you do all of this reading the comments and you're sitting there trying to figure out who's saying what and you're looking at credit reports on people who ain't paid their Sears bill, it's like that's too much energy that you're expending. Like you could be working on your next girls trip because I want to see you in the girls trip, that next one. Like there's so many other spaces of positive energy I would love to see Tiffany in instead of focusing on those people who don't like her. But I would say every once in a while it's nice to call them up on the phone because they don't expect you to be calling them up. So when you call and go, yeah, it's the Tiffany Haddish, or you show up at their place, that's even better. And if you show up at their place, Tiffany, you got to take one of your girlfriends so you don't do anything crazy. So if you do decide to show up, I will go with you and be that girlfriend. Because I love this kind of stuff. Because Tiffany, while you cursing them out, after you get done cursing them out, I'm going to be like, God bless you. But do it once every once in a while. Don't do it all the time, Tiffany, because you ain't got time for doing all that right now. You got to control where you spend your energy. And speaking of, I'm very excited because Tiffany Haddish will be on the show Wednesday. So we can talk about that.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Tiffany always is a good
so
time.
fun.
So we're gonna have a good time when she comes. And I want to congratulate this icon here. 65 years old, Madonna is proving that you can still top yourself. She made history this weekend because she gave a concert on the beach in Rio de Janeiro, and 1.6 million people attended. I mean, all these people with the cell phone, they look like little ants in the audience. The concert celebrated her 4 decades in the music business. She sang the hits Vogue, Like a Prayer, Holiday. I can't sing it. Express Yourself. This was the largest audience ever for a standalone concert by any artist in history. Look at all of these people! Literally, John, I want Madonna to have Bevy Smith open for her and say her famous phrase, "It gets greater later, Madonna." That's what I want. Bevy needs to go on tour with Madonna, y'all. So congratulations to Madonna. And we have a great show for you today. Because later on, the winner of my Funny Over 50 contest, Juanita Lolita Mills, is in my Laugh Lounge. And up next, we are chatting with legendary actress and singer Vanessa Williams. Sherri will be right back. My first guest is a triple threat. She's an actress, she's a singer, and a dancer whose new single, Legs Keep Dancing, is sure to keep us moving all summer. Please welcome the legendary, the beautiful Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams.
How does it go?
Oh, my goodness.
This is the first time I'm on the Sherri show.
This is the first time you're here.
Because last time it was the other show, but you were hosting.
Exactly. Now I'm hosting, and I'm so glad.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are killing it. She's killing it.
Thank you, Vanessa. I'm so glad you're here because I got to say, you're 61, but 61 where? You look amazing.
Well, thank you, thank you.
And I love it because I follow you. And you love to bear it all on Instagram, but it's like, with no filter. That's what I love. Like, no filter. This is my favorite, right here in the middle, your freckles. Like, what is your secret sauce?
I do it all. I mean, I literally, working out, I know I put some stuff on my my Insta, just like what my daily routine is. I lift weights, but I also kickbox, which I love, because it gets all that energy out of you when you're punching that bag.
I can feel it coming at me now. You look just
exactly.
Yes.
The high kicks. Of course, you know, we talked about menopause before, and I do bioidentical creams, so I'm on progesterone, testosterone, estrogen, so keep those in balance, because you know, you got to.
Yeah, we lose it.
I do microcurrent, nanocurrent, which is an amazing...
What is micro and nano?
So it's called Zip Beauty, and it's basically a device. You have an app, and it basically tightens and, you know, so I'm on it all.
Girl.
Yeah. So I believe in like, you know, I wanted to work up to 60s, like, now it's time to get it together.
Okay, well, you doing all that. I open up my hips so I can have good sex. You doing that?
I am not.
Yeah, well, all right, you need to try. You need to go to Pilates with me. Open up them hips, girl. You know, I love it because you've always said getting older is a privilege.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
So aging, it seems like we're out to pasture, and especially
that's what people want to do to us.
Exactly, and especially with the song that I did, you know, it's like we haven't faded. Don't count me out. We are still in it. We are still here in the game. We still have wisdom to share.
Yes.
We've got life to live, and embrace it. The fact that, you know, we're still here and alive, but also thriving. So we're digging into who we are at this point. It's at this point now where we don't care what people are judging us for. We know who we are.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
So embrace it.
Embrace it and go with it.
Exactly.
This is like, I feel like for me, this is the best season of my life.
Yes.
You know, I feel like everything that I've learned, it's just now I know who I am. I know what my voice is. You feel?
Sitting in the wisdom, you know, and having that acknowledged. And also mentoring, I think that you never know who you're going to affect. Yeah. Even if it's a sentence, even if it's an appearance on a television show, you never know who you're going to affect and what that behavior and what that elegance and grace that you age with is going to reflect on somebody. So.
Absolutely. And it's so funny, I'm looking at you, but I remember when you became a mom. I remember when I saw you at a McDonald's long time ago. The girls were little, and you were ordering something for them, and I just remember them, and now you're a grandma. The girls have grown up, and you, look, but you are not a traditional grandparent.
Oh, I'm very active. I have a backpack, you know, the one with the steel harness and all that stuff, that my grandson, not only does he know that he wants to get in it, if I put it in the closet, he will open the closet door, drag it out, get into it. He's like, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
What does he call you?
He calls me Mumsy.
Mumsy, I like that.
Yeah, but it's the absolute best. You seeing your kids reflected in your grandchildren.
Yes.
Also, you're like, your mom used to look like that when you did that. It's that kind of full circle thing. But also now I have the time to spend. You know,
and you get to enjoy now.
Yes, exactly.
Well, you know, let me tell you what I enjoy.
What?
I saw your video for Legs Keep Dancing,
Yeah.
and that is, you are kicking off the summer with this
Thank
single.
you.
When I tell you, and I texted everybody on the show, and I was like, can we play it? What inspired this song? It's so much fun.
Well, you know, we had our actors strike last year, and I had been wanting to get back into the studio for years, and I had the time. So this Legs song was one that I was working with young writers, and I was kind of just telling them about what we just talked about, life, and where I am in this stage of my life, and that, you know, I still have so much more. Don't count out these legs.
Yes.
And I was, it came about, Diane Carroll was on Oprah. She was promoting her book, this is probably 2008, and it was called The Legs of the Last to Go.
Yes.
And she was talking about beauty and aging gracefully, and that, you know, everything can start to sag, but your legs still look good. You can still, like, show them off the older you get, but it's also the strength of your legs. You're keeping walking, you're keeping moving forward.
Carrying everything with these legs.
Exactly. So I thought it was a perfect opportunity to kind of embrace where I am and to keep and show people, don't count me out.
And this was like, I loved it. Legs kicking high. You were sexy. You were dancing. And I loved it because this is your first pop record in 15 years.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
What took you so long, Vanessa?
It's the nature of the record company, basically, because they're all the labels kind of, I would sign with one, it would dissolve, I would sign with another, and that would go away.
Yeah.
And then when I finally got an opportunity, it's like, listen, I've got the music. We've already spent all the money in the recording studio, let's put it out. So did my own label, so it's Melanie
You did
Music.
your own label, yes.
Yes. And called all my old friends back who were, like Kipper Jones, who wrote The Comfort Zone, Right Stuff. He's back writing. All the old, Loris Holland, who's incredible and did like stuff for Mariah, and Lauryn Hill. Loris has done some tracks, so we're gonna, it's great to be back in the studio, but also to be able to perform again.
It's so wonderful to have you back. I remember your first video had a bolero on, black bodysuit, and I was like, I remember every song. I'm so glad.
1988.
1988, and I'm glad you were back with that.
Thank you.
Now, also, you're playing the legendary Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada, which is coming to London from the West End.
Yes.
Are you excited? Are you excited to make your mark on this character?
I am thrilled. I had a brief stint on the West End. I was doing City of Angels back in 2020, and then the whole world shut down, so we didn't get a chance to open.
Right.
So this is an opportunity to go back and actually debut on the West End. And, you know, The Devil Wears Prada is such an iconic movie.
Yes, it is.
And I get a chance to step into those shoes, but Elton John wrote the music, and he's writing music for me, my character. And for the stage, you know, Miranda Priestley is a fictitious character, so I don't have to pretend to be somebody else. I can make it into what I want to be.
Yes.
So it's going to be epic.
Now, you know, I've never been to London. Our executive producer.
You haven't?
No, I've never been. John Murray, I don't know. John Murray, our executive producer, like, it's his dream to move to London.
Field trip, time to.
I need to go.
Yeah, I think so.
So, but you being over in London, like, what do you enjoy most about London?
It's so civilized, and they have Sunday roasts on Sunday, so everyone kind of gathers and has a big roast with potatoes and stuff.
Yeah.
So the traditions are beautiful. Of course, they've got Harrods and Oxford Street, which is lovely shopping and stuff, but the theater in the West End has been around for hundreds of years. So it's that legacy you're stepping into in these old theaters that have so much history. So it's really an honor to be getting a chance to be at the Dominion Theater, which that's where we're going to be
And
starting.
I know they're going to show up when you come out. We got to go. Can we go over to London and see Vanessa on a hiatus?
You said yes.
Okay, I want to go. You know what I love about you is I love all of the characters you play, because you're going to make your mark, you know, in Devil Wears Prada, but you play these very strong characters. Wilhelmina Slater. Remember Ugly Betty? Wilhelmina Slater.
Yes, yes.
Renee Perry on Desperate Housewives.
She was fun.
Oh my goodness! Even in it was called Diva's Christmas Carol. You played Ebony Scrooge. Like how much fun is it playing such strong women?
I think it's typecast at this point. But you know, funny enough, my mom's in the audience right now.
Where's
and
your mama?
She's right there in the corner.
Oh my goodness.
So I credit her with all those icy stares because my mother
Yeah.
could look at you and melt you into a puddle in a second. You know,
Uh-huh.
so no words need to be said. That's where I got it from her.
You got it straight from
She's
mama.
the master right there.
You know, it's so funny because you credited Diane Carroll, and I was watching a rerun of Dynasty, and the first thing I thought is if they did a remake, Vanessa Williams would have to play Diane Carroll.
I wanted. In the 80s, I wanted to be her. I wanted to be cast as her daughter in Dynasty at the time because I was, you know.
Yeah.
But Troy Bear got it.
Troy Bear
yeah,
got
remember?
it. Oh.
Yeah.
But would you ever want to come back though, and if they recreated
Dominique?
as Dominique Devereaux?
That could be interesting.
That would. Ooh.
I'd like to see that casting.
I'm melting right now, and you're looking at me, Vanessa. A good fight scene would be amazing.
Wouldn't it be?
A good fall in the pool scene.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
So excited you're here.
Thank you. My brother says hi too.
Chris,
Yes.
tell Chris, give him a smooch for me.
I will. I will.
played her brother Christopher Williams played my boboyfriend on TV. So
In
give
Wedding Bells, right?
Yeah, was it Wedding Bells or was it the Sherri show? One of those.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
kissed. I remember that. So tell him to come back and see me sometime.
I
will. Y'all listen to Vanessa's single, Legs Keep Dancing. It is so much fun. Watch the videos. Get it. It's available now on all digital streaming platforms. And up next, the winner of my Funny Over 50 contest, Juanita Lolita Mills, is in my Laugh Lounge. Give it here, Vanessa Williams. Sherri will be right back. Oh gosh, I'm already laughing. Earlier this season, we held a contest to find funny women over 50 who had not gotten a big break in comedy yet. And out of hundreds of women, my next guest was crowned the winner. Now she's back to kill it in my Laugh Lounge. Give it up for Juanita Lolita Mills. Oh my gosh, Juanita, I have not seen you since you opened for me on my tour in Alabama.
Yes.
And when we had so much fun and the crowd adored you, they loved you. So how has life been since winning Funny Over 50?
Oh my gosh, Sherri, do you know how many people watch your show?
I hope a lot.
You have any idea? What's funny is I'll be walking around and people will look and go, you know, like they know me from somewhere, and I'm thinking, you know, like, do I owe them money? And then they'll go, oh my gosh, you were on Sherri, you're funny. And I'm like, thank you. And they go, and you're over 50. And I'm like, so I'm really glad I don't owe them money. I mean, I probably do, but I can't afford it anyway.
Girl, you know what, Juanita, it's just been so many changes in your life over the last few years. And I have to say, you look great because you lost weight. You look really good.
Thank you. Yes, I lost 170 pounds during COVID.
That's what I'm talking about.
Crazy? I know, dead weight. 170 pounds of dead weight. My husband left. It's true. That's not even a joke, y'all. That's not even a joke. He said some nasty things and he left, and I locked the door and changed the locks behind him. That's what it was.
That's what you did.
Now, I think he was just going out for coffee, but what's done is done. And I don't like coffee anyway. No, actually, I love coffee, but it's not worth having him coming back in the house. You know what I'm saying? I would rather chew on a decaf coffee filter than have that man come back in the house.
Oh my gosh!
I'm talking like decaf, like in a prison landfill for 10 years, decaf coffee. I always said there's only one thing I'd ever change about that man, his address. And God did it for me, so we're good.
Now, Juanita, I know why I got divorced twice, but why do you think your marriage didn't work out?
Oh, because they changed when we got married.
Really?
You know how it is. Ever since they say I do, they don't no more.
Yeah.
Right. I couldn't even get him to change an empty toilet paper roller.
Really?
Y'all have that problem? Right, I'm like, do me a favor, if you use up the toilet paper, put on a new roll, right? And then he would leave one sheet of toilet paper. what are we gonna do with one sheet of toilet paper? I can't even send a note for help on one sheet of toilet paper. And that cardboard roller gets brutal, doesn't it? Y'all ever done that before? Gracious. Being married to him was a reason that I no longer ate healthy.
Oh my God.
It was. It was. I saw this woman on TV, and she goes, you take good care of yourself. And if you eat right, you could live to be 100 years old. I took one look at my husband. I went and got a cheeseburger with chili fries. That's a long time to be with one person. Long time.
So you're not with your husband. Are you alone now? You living alone?
I do not. No, it's not like that. My 90-year-old mother lives with me now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice having my mama with me, but I don't think she likes me very much.
Why?
Because I'm too much like my daddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know how that is. No, she's great, but we're different. We're absolutely different, and she doesn't like anything that I watch on TV. So she'll come in and she'll go, "Ay, Juanita, what are you looking at on the television? I can't look at that." I'm like, "Mama, it's a commercial." Bad. And then, so we're in my truck, and I listen to audio CDs when I'm driving. That's how old my truck is. I have an audio CD. And I'm listening to this book, right? So my mom's like, "Ay, Juanita, what are you listening to? I can't listen to this. I can't listen." I go, "Mama, it's the Bible." And she's like, "It can't be the Bible. He slept with her. She was married. He killed her husband." I'm like, "Mama, that's King David."
Okay.
That's like Jesus' great-great-granddaddy right there.
So you live with your mama. How do you feel about getting back on this dating scene?
Oh, No, I'm not, because my friend, she's dating. She's doing that. I don't want to do that, because men are texting her pictures of things they ought not to text pictures of.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's two reasons you shouldn't do it.
Okay.
Now, the biggest reason is it's called a private part for a reason.
All right.
Keep it private.
Yes.
The second, littler reason, it's little. It's little. I mean, most of the time I tell she's gotten a new one because she's giggling in the corner using 2 fingers trying to make that picture bigger.
I gotta say, Juanita Lolita, thank you so much for being here. For more info on how you can see Juanita Lolita Mills on stage, go to SherriShowTV.com. And up next, it's Teachers Appreciation Week, and we're honoring a special teacher. Keep it right here. Juanita Lolita Mills. Sherri will be right back. This excites me. Really excites me because Teacher Appreciation Week begins today. And my next guest, Juanita Thomas, is a teacher who goes above and beyond for her students and her community. Juanita has been teaching children with special needs for 30 years in Detroit. Yes. Juanita often is the first in the building, and she's the last to leave. So please welcome Ms. Juanita Thomas. Juanita. So you teach at Greenfield Union Elementary School.
Yes.
And you consider everybody at Greenfield like family.
Yes, they're my family because we've all grown together. I've been there. They've seen me through my tough times, my joyous times. They've watched my children grow up. They've seen us through all our milestones and even some of our heartbreaks, but they always show up. Not just for me, but we show up for the children together as a family.
Yes, which is how it should be. And I love this because you teach at the very same school that you went to as a child. So
Yes.
most people would want to leave, but you want to stay at your school and in your community. Why was that important to you?
When I was a student at Greenfield Union, I was the only Black girl in my class.
Really?
Our neighborhood consisted of the majority of Arabic and Chaldean students.
Okay.
And so I was the only Black girl in our class, and I wanted to show up for our students like I didn't get shown up for.
Right.
I didn't get to see a teacher that looked like me. Not many. There were few, but not a lot that looked like me. And I didn't get to feel like someone cared about me at that time. And so I make sure that I show up daily for my children, and not just my class, but for the children in the school. I'm the teacher that you come to for whatever you need. I'm going to show up for you because I want to make sure they know that somebody cares. I didn't just go to high school there. I didn't just go to elementary school in that neighborhood. I went to the same junior high school. I went to the high school there, all in the same neighborhood. And so I wanted to make sure that they see me and know that I come from where you come from. And so what you experienced, I've experienced that too.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Inspiring them as well. You know, you say, and I agree with you, you say that teachers are often forgotten. What do you mean by that?
I always say, my pastor loves this, I always say that teaching is a heart work.
Yes.
It's not hard work. But what happens is that people just assume that it's easy. No, it's not easy because we become parents. We become role models. We have to watch how we walk in front of our students.
Yes.
But then we get pushed to the back. We're not paid like we should be.
Yeah.
Because I know that there is not one thing in this world, not one, that you can become without a teacher.
Yes, absolutely.
Not
absolutely.
One thing. Someone has to teach you to walk. Someone has to teach you to talk. So teaching is very important, and I don't see how we get pushed to the back.
Yeah.
And everybody inspires to be a basketball player, a lawyer, a doctor. A teacher.
Yeah.
If you touch one life, you can change the whole world.
You are so right, Juanita. Now, I know, I remember back in school, my teachers would do a lot of stuff for me. They'd bring me things. Like, you give things to your students and you do things for them. Are you using your own money to do that?
A bunch of the time, a lot of the time. I actually will tell them that do good by me because I'm using my money to take care of you. So, and I don't require a lot of the students. I just want to be respected because I'm going to respect them.
Yes.
And I want you to follow the rules.
Yeah.
But when I do spend my money, it's to do things that they need.
Yeah.
It's to do things to let them know that somebody cares for you. And it's just not here. It's not for a show.
Yeah.
I care for them from the bottom of my heart.
And Juanita, you care for them so much. You opened up a school store at Greenfield. Like, how does that feel? Was that needed, the school store?
I did not open this store. I was bamboozled into this.
What happened?
My former principal, Principal Coakley, Merlene Coakley, I'm gonna throw her under the bus. We have a program that we do, and it's called the PBIS program, which is a Positive Behavior Intervention Support Program.
Right.
And so she said, we have to do something to support the kids. And so I said, well, what do you want to do? She said, well, we'll have a little store. So I said, okay, a little store.
And you get this stuff for the kids. You get, are you spending a lot to get?
I spend my money every 2 weeks to buy snacks and juice. See, that's why I was bamboozled. Y'all get it?
And you even got a washing machine and dryer in the school.
We had one. It was broke. I was donated some money, so we got another one because I will wash the children's clothes. I do it secretly.
Oh, my gosh. Do you ever do anything for yourself, Juanita? What do you do for yourself?
I'm looking at my daughter because she's looking. But I told them I get my hair done every Saturday and I get my nails done.
Okay, that's what you... Now, Juanita, you don't know this, but we caught up with the principal of your school, Miss Archer Bell, and she has a message for you. Take a look.
Hey, Miss Thomas. It has been such a pleasure to be working with you side by side. I wanted to just thank you. Thank you for being the wonderful teacher and resource teacher that you are. You are a magnificent beacon in our community. We also want to appreciate you for starting our Roar store, getting things together over there, making sure students learn about financial literacy. I also want to thank you for making sure that our students are clothed and fed, because we know that hungry kids cannot learn. And you make sure that our students get everything they need here at Greenfield Union. Thank you.
Isabel. Thank you so much. You know, Juanita, we need to appreciate our teachers more. And to show our appreciation, we reached out. Don't lose your lashes. You look so good. I know, tears of joy. We reached out to our friends at Five Below because they are fun for students and teachers. And they have classroom decor, essentials, and student rewards, all at unbelievable prices. And they are giving you $10,000. You, Juanita. You, that is for you. And Juanita, we have not forgotten about your school, Greenfield Union Elementary Middle School, and its teachers, because Five Below, they are also giving them a generous donation for all their school needs. So, Miss Juanita, thank you so much for everything you do and for doing the heart job. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you know what? We'll be right back. Miss Juanita Thomas. Sherri will be right back. It's time for Sherri's Hit List. I'm here with Taylor from Alabama. Taylor. Okay, so Taylor, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album has been killing it on the music charts. You got 30 seconds to name 5 songs on Cowboy Carter. Let's go, girl.
Levi Jeans, Jolene, Tyrant, Yaya, My Protector. Protector or My Rose?
You got it. Okay. You got it. And for getting 5 correct, you win a Casio Tone LKS 450 keyboard to bring your music to life, and we'll be right back. That is yours. I don't know how. Sherri will be right back. Are you guys having a good time? Come be a part of my studio audience. Go to SherriShowTV.com for tickets, and we'll be right back. Sherri will be right back. I hope something on today's show put a smile on your face. Tomorrow, Lisa Rinna and her daughter Delilah Hamlin will be here. Plus, we're going to break down all the celebrity fashions from tonight's Met Gala. So join us then for the best time in daytime. Bye!